The sun had just touched the snowy peaks of the Crystal Mountains when Sonic felt something unusual. The winds were stronger, the sky darker, and strange thunder echoed through the valleys. Tails, hovering beside him, scanned his device. Energy levels are off the charts, Sonic. Something powerful is waking up beneath the mountains. Sonic smirked. Then we better find out before it finds us. As they climbed higher, Knuckles joined them, smashing boulders out of the path. I've heard legends about this place, he said. They say a warrior once trained here to become stronger than anyone alive. Suddenly, a deep tremor shook the ground. From the fog, robotic creatures with glowing red eyes emerged, Shadow's drones. Sonic dashed forward, spinning through them at lightning speed, while Tails used his gadgets to disable others. When the battle ended, a familiar voice echoed from above. So, you finally came. There stood Shadow, more muscular and intimidating than ever, his eyes burning with power. This world has become weak, he said coldly. It's time for real strength to rule. Sonic clenched his fists. Strength isn't about control, Shadow. It's about protecting what matters. The winds howled as the first snowstorm began. Their rivalry had reignited, and the adventure had just begun. The team entered deeper into the mountain range, where the snowstorm never ended. Amy led the way with her glowing hammer, smashing ice walls while keeping spirits high. Come on, guys. We've been through worse. They discovered a hidden cave covered in ancient carvings showing battles between warriors and chaos beasts. Tails translated the symbols. It says the mountain tests the hearts of those who seek power. Suddenly, the cave shook, ice cracked, and from beneath rose a giant frost serpent. Its eyes gleamed with icy fury. Sonic leapt into action, dashing in circles to create heat friction while Knuckles struck the serpent's scales. Tails fired his gadget to freeze its wings, and Amy delivered the final strike with her hammer. As the serpent dissolved into blue light, a crystal floated towards Sonic. It pulsed with energy, a piece of true strength. From a distance, Shadow watched silently. They still don't understand, he muttered. Power demands sacrifice. Lightning flashed over the peaks as he crushed one of his own drones in his hand. His transformation was just beginning. By the third day, the mountains had grown steeper. The team was exhausted, but Sonic's energy never faded. We can't stop now, he said. If Shadow reaches the summit first, everything could be destroyed. Suddenly, the ground split open, and Shadow appeared, landing hard in front of them, muscles tensed and aura flaring red. You talk about friendship, Shadow growled. But friendship makes you weak. I trained to surpass everyone, even you. The battle began with blinding speed. Sonic and Shadow raced through the cliffs, their strikes echoing like thunder. Tails and Amy struggled to keep up, while Knuckles shielded them from falling debris. At one point, Sonic's ring energy faded, and Shadow pinned him down. Look at you, slowing down already, he sneered. Sonic, breathing heavily, smiled. Maybe, but my friends never slow down. At that moment, Amy threw Sonic a new power ring glowing blue and gold. Sonic burst forward in a flash of light, matching Shadow's strength blow for blow. The clash created a shockwave that shattered the clouds, neither one backing down. Shadow disappeared into the mist, his final words echoing. At the summit, I'll prove who deserves the title of strongest. The mountain rumbled. The final challenge was near. The team finally reached the top, a frozen plateau glowing with ancient energy. In the center stood a massive crystal pulsing red, the Chaos Heart. Shadow was already there, channeling its power into his body. You're too late, he shouted as his aura expanded. Muscles tightened, snow spiraled around him. With this, I'll rebuild the world. One where only the strong survive. Sonic stepped forward calmly. And what about the ones who believe in hope, Shadow? You'll destroy everything good just to feel powerful. Their final duel began. Speed met strength, and light clashed with darkness. Every punch cracked the ice. Every blast shook the mountain. Meanwhile, Tails and Amy worked together to stabilize the Chaos Heart, while Knuckles fought off Shadow's remaining drones. At one point, Sonic was thrown to the ground, exhausted. Shadow stood over him. "You'll never understand strength," he said. Sonic looked up, smiling. "No, you'll never understand love." Those words hit Shadow harder than any attack. The crystal pulsed, reacting to Sonic's sincerity. A blinding light erupted, engulfing them both. When the light faded, the Chaos Heart was gone, and the mountain had become peaceful again. Sonic stood, his body weak, but his smile unbroken. Shadow lay nearby, transformed back to his normal self. For the first time, he looked human. "Why didn't you finish me?" he asked softly. Sonic helped him up. "Because strength isn't about ending someone, it's about lifting them up." Tails, Amy, and Knuckles joined them, smiling proudly. The winds grew calm, the sun broke through the clouds, and the once dark mountains glowed golden. Shadow turned toward the horizon. "Maybe I was wrong about strength," he said quietly. "Maybe it's not in muscles but in heart." Sonic grinned. "Took you long enough to realize." As they all headed down the mountain together, the moral of their journey became clear. True strength isn't how hard you fight, it's how deeply you care. And from that day on, the Crystal Mountain stood as a reminder, even in the coldest places, the warmth of friendship can melt any shadow.